What's poppin', Purple Curry fam? It's your boy, back with another smoking hot video. And today, we're going to be ranking all 9 of Tyler Creator's albums, starting with Bastard, all the way to his most recent project, Don't Tap the Glass. Now, I consider myself a pretty casual listener of him. I used to be a super massive Odd Future fan back in high school, like unhealthy obsessed with him. But now, as of today, I've cooled off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But without any further more yammering, let's get into the first album, Bastard. Now, Bastard being released in 2009 and him being 18 at the time, I do have to be a bit more lenient with my critique as it was his first. And also, this album does have a very special place in my heart because, you know, the backing track of his video is literally an instrumental from this project. But I gotta state the obvious, you know, and say this. Yeah, this album is fucking mid. It has production that is very dated, but it still hits in my opinion. For example, my standout tracks include Bastard, 7, Odd Tyler's Blow, Pigs Fly, and Jack and the Beanstalk. And my favorite on this album is a tie between 7 and Pigs Fly. But this album has really low points, like Mariana Trench, Deeper Than Hell Steps. Sarah is so ass. And yes, I know it's not on the album, but Rotten Sarah is like bottom 3 songs ever released. So just that one song alone kind of makes this album just plummet from like a 7 to a 5. So we dropping it in the C tier. Next album is Goblin, being his first studio release, dropping in 2011. This is even worse than Bastard, which is kind of crazy for having a studio and shit. And let me tell you why. And before you point it out, yes, I do have the 4 count from Fish as my outro. Plus, I do have this shit on vinyl. So you wonder why I don't fuck with this album as much anymore. So Bastard had this problem, you know, like I said before, it had some really stinkers, but it had some bangers in the middle, you know, like 5 out of 10s. The Goblin has literally 1 out of 10s or 8 out of 10 songs. It's no in between. But you know, let's start positive for this because this album has also a very special place in my heart. First off, Window is top 15 Tyler songs of all time. Fuck She, fuck Yonkers, and fuck Analog. Window is such a good damn song, and you don't even know how addicted I was to this shit back then, dude. But in the same album as Window, you have so many stinkers, like Tron Cat, Nightmare, Transylvania, Golden, BSD. All are genuine trash bags, and it's such a grueling listen in the midsection of this album because of these songs. So as much as it hurts my high school self, I gotta put this album in the D, dude. It's like a high 3 to a light 4, dude. I'm sorry. Next one is Wolf. Now this is where we see way more positive than negative because Wolf, so damn good, bro. Genuinely super fire. But now we gotta talk about the 2 negative things in this whole project. One, that it's not longer. Am I right, guys? But we gotta address the pig in the room, if you get what I'm getting at, you know. And I'm talking about Pigs. Pigs is not a great song, dude. Like, I get there's a whole story to it and all, it's meaningful and shit and all that, but I'm not bumping a whole song about, you know, that. But now on to the plethora of things I gotta say in good light about this. Number 1, best production we've seen in Tyler so far. Number 2, we probably have Prime everyone on this track list, like Prime Damo. This is the start of Prime Earl, you know, and Prime Haji Beats. Plus, we have Cowboy and Lone on this album. Now, these songs are just so damn good, dude. I love that little shitty tune piano and Cowboy, and oh my god, the sample on Lone can literally have my firstborn child. But if I were to go on and on a whole spiel about how Wolf is so high and mighty, this video would be way more longer. So we're just going to put this in the A tier and give it a solid 8 out of 10. Now, we got Cherry Bomb next. Now, I get this is his most intricately instrumental albums of 2015, but that being an account, some of these tracks literally sounds like he farted into the mic and yelled over it, which I can see some people being turned off by it, and I'm one of them, because this is just ass. I'm sorry, it's not for me. But let me tell you, dude, the tracks that are good on this are like really, really good. Blow My Load with Charlie Wilson. Oh my god, dude. When he hits the, ooh, yeah, I'm about to blow my load. But there is a lot of misses on this that are just physically painful to my wee little eardrums. But pretty solid, hit or miss project all around. I'm going to give it like a high 5, mid 6. And that places it along Bastard, but not quite B tier yet. Now we got Flower Boy. I'm going to keep it short and simple with this one because I think everyone and their mom has listened to this. It's a 9 out of 10. I literally have no critiques about this project. There isn't any misses on the track list. Every song is a banger. I even did an acapella of 911, not Mr. Lonely, because I was way too damn lazy back then. But hey, billion views on this video. I'll whip that up for you guys. Trust. But yeah, first A tier, let's get it. Igor. Now off rip, I was a little poopy pants wah wah baby when I listened to this. I did cry to this album. Yeah, I know. But this is why it sets it apart from his others. Because, look, only a couple of projects can make me, the GOAT, shed a tear of sadness while I'm listening. This album was definitely a hard hitter back then. You know, I was in a little thing, right, because it's a breakup album, for Christ's sake. And it happens to be Tyler's best, creativity-wise, to this day. Just every second on this project is, mwah, chef's kiss. And my favorite track of Tyler's to this day is still A Boy Is a Gun. Long story short, Buddy made my first ever 10 out of 10 album, and it deserves the S tier. Shabang bang. Next on the list is Call Me If You Get Lost. Now this one is kind of a hot take for me, because Call Me If You Get Lost is kind of all mesh for me. I'm not gonna hold you, because this is the best lyrical performance we get from the Yate. But for me, it's a good project at best. Man, I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong. I can bump Corso, Lumberjack, even fucking Rise. I can bump that. But everything else is kind of just an amalgamation of the track list with some details switched. But you know, there isn't any like genuine butt songs in this project, so we chucking it at the high 6 to a light calm 7, so it lands in the beat. Oh, and the estate sale is a pretty good add-on, so you know, we'll bump it up to a solid 7. Shabang bang. Now we got Chromacopia. I did cop the press release of this, and it was a very good return on investment. I'll tell you what, brother. This album kind of reminds me of Wolf in a way because they are both green, and that's the whole review. No, but Chromacopia reminds me of Wolf because they also have the kind of dancing, you know, then I'm sad kind of feel to the track list. Like you put on Sticky, Ratata, or even Balloon, and I'm getting jiggy. Then you put on like Him or I Hope You Find Your Way Home, and now it gets serious. And once again, like for the 4th project in a row, no Garbanzo Trash Compactor songs on the album, so it's above a 7 at least. And you know what's after 7? 8 out of 10 is what I rated, so it's in the B column, above Call Me If You Get Lost. Lastly, and let's hope it's not his last ever, we get his most recent release, Don't Tap the Glass. This album's sole objective is to get you dancing right, and it definitely got me grooving. I'll tell you, man, 6 a.m., I was going at it like a crack addict in the back alley. You feel me? But I gotta say something. When I got tired of dancing, the songs kind of got a little less litty. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely no butt songs in here, but there are some mad tracks in there, I have to say. Like, I personally am not a fan of, you know, Sucker Free. It's just not for me. But, you know, overall, fun album. High 6, low 7, in the B tier, but unfortunately, it is last place in the B tier. In conclusion, Tyler has ventured many sounds in his musical career, and he's definitely shown his versatility with them. So without further ado, Tyler's discography, from me, gets a, drumroll please, low to mid 8 from your boy. So yeah, let me know what you think of this video. This is by far the longest thing I've ever, you know, scripted, edited, and recorded. It's about to be 9 minutes with this outro and, you know, the 4 count, obviously. But again, if you like this video, check out my other shit. I think it's good, but you know what I'm saying? We on this grind like coffee beans in the morning. You heard. Toodles, catch you in the next one. Bada bing, bada boom, free snacks and sausage scissors, tithers.